All right, welcome back. So this is going to be your next series of experiments that you're working on your flight unit. This one looks at drag and the effects of various factors when you're designing a plane. So step one, you'll notice the back of the class will be some loose leaf papers. Hanging from the window at the back will be these lovely instructions. Okay, these are going to show you how to build your test plane. Okay, so there's double-sided. There's 6 steps. Pretty straightforward. I'm sure most of you know how to build a paper airplane, but just in case, we should be following all the same steps so we're all kind of uniform. So every time you build your plane, it's important you use the same steps, because in science, when you repeat things, you want to make sure that everything is the same. That way you can say things are true or not. If we make any alterations, sometimes it affects our results. So step one is you make your airplane. So by the magic of movie making, I have my first plane here. All right. You notice that there's a little extra added bonus there. We lifted up the tips or the ends of the plane to create some lift. Lift allows the plane to obviously get off the ground, so the air catches the current and pushes it up. So step one you're going to do, you'll notice in the hallway, there's a piece of tape and it says throw plane here. You're going to take your airplane outside, you're going to tow the line, and you're going to throw your plane. Roughly about 4 to 5 times. Each time you throw your plane, what you should do is you'll have a tape measure at the back of the class. You should measure and record your results. What you're trying to do is get an average distance of how far your particular plane flies, because that way you're going to compare it to the other planes. So that's step one. Step two is you're going to take the very same plane and you're going to do a little bit of an adjustment. You're going to take your scissors and right at the back of the plane, in these 2 areas, you're going to make some slits. So you're going to make one cut and another cut, and do likewise to the other wing. And you're going to take that and you're going to fold that up, fold it over, so you kind of have this action at the back of your plane. Hopefully those will be more equal than mine. Obviously they will be, because you'll be taking much more time and care. So now that you have your flaps, okay, you can be doing the same type of experiment. You're going to tow the line, you're going to throw your plane 5 times, record the results, and get an average. What you're trying always to do is compare to the original distance your plane flew, right? If there's any changes or not, or variations, and then, of course, to figure out why the heck that happened. So that's the second step in this experiment. First step, make a traditional plane, do your tosses. The second step is to add your flaps, okay? The next step after that is, once you've done the flaps, is we're going to look at the size of your plane. So what you're going to do is take the 8.5 by 11 sheet, okay, and you're going to create a plane. Very similar steps. Again, always referring back to the basic Dart design. Okay, you'll make your plane, this large plane, take it outside, throw it 5 times, only 5 times, record your results, and again, compare. After that, what you're going to do is then make 2 different types of planes. One out of this cardstock or construction paper. You can hear and see that it's a bit more stiff than our traditional printer paper. All right, make your plane, throw your plane 5 times, and again, record your results. You're also going to make a plane out of newspaper. Okay, this is 2 things, so it's much larger, and also a different structure of material. And again, we're trying to see does the type of material, the size of it, affect our plane, and if it does, what will we have to do to make sure our plane flies appropriately when compared to our original design. Okay, the last thing you're going to do is our experiment previously examined weight, where you did lit some candles and you looked at plasticine affecting balance. You're going to take these paper clips, okay, they'll all be at the back of the class, and you're going to fix them to your plane in several areas, wherever you kind of see fit. You can put as many as you want or as little as you want. You can vary it. Okay. The key is, if say you start with 3 paper clips, let's just say, and you can do this with drags down. You can do it with your flaps up, flaps down plane. So if you put 3 paper clips, okay, and you throw it, again 5 times, record your results. If you add more clips, you have to throw it again 5 times. So you have to throw it 5 times with these 3 clips, and if you want to add 2 more, you can then throw it again. Or if you're going to reposition your clips, you have to do a series of 5. I would suggest that when adding weight, you do 2 different types of weight. So you can add 3 clips, and then you can move your clips around and see if that makes any difference. Okay? So those are the things you'll be doing. You'll be throwing the plane, traditional plane, making slits in the back of your plane, making the plane out of a larger material, making the plane out of different materials and different sizes, and then adding weight to your plane. And you'll also notice that the key to this also is recording your results, and you'll be given some questions that you need to answer. So at the end of the experiment, I'll be providing a due date. You'll submit your questions from the first experiment, these series experiments, and then we'll discuss everything. Safe flying.